Uh, Good morning, dear students. So, welcome you all in today's class. So, after a gap, we have the mathematics class today. Due to your periodic test, you're not having mathematics class. So, first of all, I want to let you know that today we will start chapter number 6, that is lines and angles. So I want you that you should give your attendance also. So you can WhatsApp me. Aman, sorry, it's Arman. Arman, good morning, bache. I have Kashish, very good morning. Then others also, yes, Arman present. So still there are so many students, you can still send your attendance. And after discussing some points, let's have some more students, let them join the class. I have a great news for you regarding grade 12 result. So this time also our school, the result is one of the best result for grade 12 for medical, non-medical and the commerce. So I will share the result with you people. Today we will start with the topic that is lines and angles. Now, lines and angles, we have studied the basic facts regarding 2 points. From any 2 points, there will be, or we can draw a unique line, right? Now, lines, when we draw 2 lines, we have either the lines are intersecting, line may be parallel to each other, or line may be coincide. So we have the 3 cases. So we will start first the introduction, where we are using about lines and angles. So we are using lines and angles, the properties of these in day-to-day life also, right? Like in book, we have given, if we want to draw one sketch, like one architect, he wants to draw one building, the map, the sketch of building, he draw with the help of lines, right? Even if we want to construct one small hut with the help of bamboo sticks, then that hut we will apply the concept of lines, okay, the perpendicular lines, plane lines. So we have the great applications of the lines in our day-to-day life. We will, with the lines, we will discuss the, that is, another is angle, right? So lines I have discussed with you. We have intersecting lines. Second, we can have the parallel lines. And the third, we have coincide. The line may coincide with each other, right? The lines can be when the two lines are intersecting, means lines they intersect each other. The two lines they may intersect each other. Lines may be parallel to one another, or if we have a line, then another line may lie on the same line. Both lines lies on the same line is the points, all points they are shared by both. Then we are saying one line is coincide by the another one, or these are coincidence lines. So, dear students, I'm still Aradhana, good morning. Harjot Kaur, good morning. Ajay B, good morning, bache. So, rest of the students, you can also, then we have Arshdeep Singh, good morning. So, we have now a good strength. So, good morning to everyone. Let me share with you the very, you can say, the brilliant result of grade 12. Arshia, good morning, bache. So, I want to share with you grade 12 result. So the topper overall we have 38 students, those who score more than 90% and above. 38 students who scores more than 90%. So let's clap for this great achievement for grade 12 result. 38 students, they score more than 90%, right? Now, some top positions. The topper, Aditi in commerce, she scored 97.8%. Aditi in commerce, she scored 97.8%. In economics, she scored 100 out of 100, right? And then we have one second Parneet Kaur again commerce, same commerce, she scored 97.4%. Then Anjali, (96.8%) she scored in medical, right? She is the topper of medical of our school, 96.8%, right? And in non-medical stream, we have Manpreet Singh with 96%. So So I want to take the names of some more students, those who have scored the more than 95% marks, 95, or they are Manpreet Kaur, Commerce stream 96%, Kunal Sachdeva, Commerce 96%, then Anurag, Medical 95.2%, then Karanveer Singh, non-medical, he scored 95%, and Vikramjit Singh in Commerce 94.8%. So we have 38 students, those who have scored more than 90%. Even I have shared the picture of all these students as my WhatsApp status. You can check my WhatsApp status. So why I am sharing this result with you people? Because very soon, next year, you will also appear for your first board class, that is grade 10. Tomorrow, maybe today or tomorrow, we are still waiting for grade 10 result also. So let's hope for the best. So now come to the topic, lines and angles. So dear students, I want to congratulate all these students, those who are the toppers, those who have appeared in grade 12 examinations, and for you, you have to take motivation from these students, from your seniors, and you also should set the target for your board examinations, and you should start working for that from today onwards. So let's start the topic, that is lines and angles. So we have so many examples regarding the lines. We know the horizontal line. If we are drawing a line, this line is, we generally name the line. If line is A, B, any point we are denoting with capital letter, right? And the line AB, if we want to write the line segment, then we know, then this is the way to represent the line segment bar, whereas a line is represented by AB, means we are talking about the line AB, arrows both sides, right? Now this line is the horizontal line and horizontal line. And we also denote the line sometimes with the small letters, right? Like L. If this line is the vertical line, let this line is M. Okay? If two lines are parallel to each other, suppose one line is denotes by small p and another line with small letter, let's say this line is Q, then we say that the line P is parallel to line Q, right? So we have already discussed what are these parallel lines, what are the perpendicular lines. So we will start our topic with the lines and angle. Line, when we produce a line segment infinitely in both the directions, right? Then we have a line. How many points on a line? We have infinite many points, and it goes on, or it moves infinitely in both directions, right? Now we will switch over to first the angles. In our previous classes, we have studied some basic kind of angles. So in order to study about angles, we should know what is ray. Ray is also part of line which has one fixed end point and moves in one particular direction, right? So now ray, before understanding the angles, a ray, we have studied ray also. A ray is you can write down, a ray is a part of a line which has one fixed end point and moves, or you can write moves infinitely in one direction. Like here, the part of line that is fixed end point is A and this point is B, then we are denoting that is AB, only arrow in one direction, right? So now angle. How to define the angle? So we have studied in our lower classes when two rays originated from the one fixed point, or two rays having one fixed end point, then that when we have two rays, right? If it start one ray like here, that this point is C here, so we have the angle BAC, the angle BAC, and angles are measured in degrees, okay? So here, when the ray AB is rotated up to point C, then we are saying here this is the angle CAB or BAC. So this is the vertex, the common end point. The common end point is called the vertex. Is called the vertex. Like we have the example of triangles, we are saying triangle is having three vertices. Vertices means corner. You can also note down vertex means corner. Right? One example, like we all are in the group. Our rooms are generally of cuboidal shape. So how many vertex? We have total 8 vertices, 8 vertex points, right? And what are these vertex points? If we have a room here, suppose the room where we are presently like a classroom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the corner, these are called vertex, right? So we will discuss in detail the properties of lines and angles, various types of lines, intersecting lines. We will discuss with you the intersecting lines, parallel lines, coincidence lines, right? So, and we have already studied these. So we will discuss the parallel lines, intersecting lines, and the coincidence line. Right? Now we have already discussed some types of angles, right? Like we have studied with acute angle, even we have studied with zero angle, acute angle, any angle x will be acute angle if the x lies between 0 and 90 degree, right? If the angle x is less than 90 degree and greater than 0 degree is called the acute angles. Then we have already studied what is right angle, angle which is, if I am plotting one angle which is, this is the, if I am drawing this line here between the angles, then here angle ABC, this angle ABC is what? 90 degree, right? Then third we have, already we have studied obtuse. Obtuse angle, the angle which is, that angle y which is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, right? If any angle which is greater than, this is the one arm of the angle, right? In angle we have two arms, that this is one arm and another is this arm. So the angle here, this angle is, angle y is the obtuse angle. Like acute angle, we have angle of 15 degree, 45 degree, 61 degree, all angles are acute angles. Whereas y can be 91 degree, 103 degree, 130 degree, 175 degree, all these angles are obtuse angles, right? So next, straight angle, right? Straight angle. So the straight angle one 180 degree angle, right? If angle A, this angle, the degree measure of the angle is 180 degree, then we are saying the angle AOB is 180 degree. 180 degree angle is called a straight angle. Then we have the reflex angle. Reflex angle. We have already studied in grade 9 the angle. If angle, let angle S is the let angle R is the reflex angle, then it is always less than 360 degree, right? And greater than 180 degree. The angle greater than 180 and less than 360 is called the reflex angle. We have also studied the complete angle. The complete angle, when we have so here when we have a complete, when the ray from the origin, if it took the complete revolution, then this angle is called the complete angle. Complete angle means 360 degree angle is called the complete angle, right? Now very important, we have discussed in our lower classes the pair of angles, complementary angles and the supplementary angles, and most of time we forgot what are these angles. So please write down, one is complementary, and another is supplementary. So today we will discuss in detail the pairs of angles, like what are adjacent angles, what are linear pair of angles, vertically opposite angles, then the lines, parallel lines, they form adjacent angles, corresponding angles, co-interior angles or allied angles. So we will discuss one by one all these pairs of angles. So let's first discuss about the complementary angle and the supplementary angle. So dear students, when we are talking about the complementary angle and the supplementary angle, we are talking about the two angles, right? So the two angles are said to be complementary when their sum is 90 degree. Let one angle is A and one angle is B, then we say that angle A and B are complementary angle if we have A plus B is equal to 90 degree, right? Then we are saying the two angles A and B, they are complementary. Why they are complementary? Their sum is 90 degree, right? So we are talking about pairs of angles. Supplementary angles, let one angle is X and another is Y. So where the sum of these two angles is 180 degree, right? So this is the pair of angles, they are called supplementary angles. Now, dear students, majority of time, especially in examination, we forgot. We forgot to remember the complementary and supplementary. We confused whether there's some 180 or 90. So here we will apply a small logic or reasoning. We know what is that reasoning. C starts for complementary, S starts for supplementary angles. Start with S. C comes first, 90 comes first. Okay? S comes later, 180 comes later. Now, this reasoning that C stands for 90 and S stands for 180. We will apply this small reasoning, right? C comes first, 90 comes first. S comes later, 180 comes later. So we have these very important pair of angles, supplementary angles and the complementary angles, right? So I hope now some of you will not forget these pair of angles, complementary and the supplementary angles. Now let's start with few more angles. First with the adjacent angle and how to draw them, how to name them. Start first with, you can note down, you can write down. So you can please note down this reasoning that C comes first, 90 comes first, S comes later, 180 comes later. So adjacent, pair of adjacent angles, pair of angles. The topic is pair of angles. Pair of angles. Like we are talking pair of shoes, pair of spectacles, right? So pair of angles. First we are talking about adjacent angles. When we are talking about adjacent, then we are talking about two angles. So adjacent angles, two angles are said to be adjacent angles if they share the common arc. Means if two angles, if let O is the vertex, right? And here at this point is C point, this point is the B point, and let this is the A point. So here OB ray or the arc OB is the common arc, right? So here both these angles are adjacent to the one another. We can say that the one arm that is common or the one arm of both the angles that lies in between these two angles, right? So here AB is the common arm. We have two angles. One is AOB and the another angle is BOC. So the common arm is OB. OB is the common arm. So we are saying that these two angles are adjacent angles, right? So we have one more pair of adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degree. They will make a straight angle, then their sum. Then we call them as the linear pair of angles. What we call, if this angle is, one angle is A and one angle is B, right? If linear pair of angle, right? The linear pair of angle, when we have The common arm, that same points I am taking. One point is A, OB and BOC. Now let one angle is X and the another angle is Y. If X plus Y is equal to 180 degree. If X plus Y is equal to 180 degree, then we are saying that these two angles are linear pair of angles. Right? Then these two pairs of angles are called linear pair of angles. Right? So next, when we have two lines, when they are intersecting each other, then the pair of angles, the opposite pair of angles are called vertically opposite angle, and we also got this linear pair of angles, and with that vertically opposite angles. So we have studied in your previous classes the vertically opposite angle also. So if we have two intersecting lines, let one line is here and the another line, then what about, let this angle is X, then this angle is what? Y. So both we can name them, let one is A, B and CD, right? Let one line is L and one line is M. Here line L and M both are intersecting lines. Let these two lines intersect each other at point O. Meaning thereby that O is the point of intersection. Intersection means where these two lines cut each other. Then here this angle X and Y, or I can say the angle AOB and AOC, they are linear pair of angle, right? Angle AOB and AOC, angle AOB and angle AOC. Their sum is what? 180 degree. Similarly, we have angle BOC and BOD. BOC plus angle BOD is also 180 degree. You will say these two angles are linear pair. They are even called supplementary angles, right? Now the third, that is the vertically opposite angles, vertically opposite. In a very layman language, we have studied in grade 9, grade 8 also, when we have two intersecting lines, right? When we have two intersecting lines, so here this angle and this angle, these two angles are called, let one angle is A, so this angle must be, this point is O, right? That this is P, Q here, P, Q, and this is R, S. So we have always angle POS is equal to QOR. So Angle POS and QOR, these angles are called vertically opposite angles, and the vertically opposite angles are always of same measure. They are of same degree. If this angle is A, so this angle must be of A. Now, what about angle POR and QOS? These angles are also your vertically opposite angles. So when we are taking the example of two intersecting lines, when we are taking the example of two intersecting lines, then we have again two pairs of vertically opposite angles, right? So here we have this angle, angle POR is always equal to angle QOS. So we have two pairs. One is this pair of angle and another is both the angles are vertically opposite angles. So very important question is there. Prove that the sum that the vertically opposite angles are always equal. So we will again apply the reasoning here, and this question in examinations sometimes comes of 4 marks, 3 to 4 marks. What is the intent of the question? That prove that vertically opposite angles are always equal, right? Prove that. We can solve this one. Very important questions. You can note down. Prove that vertically opposite angles are equal, always equal. Or how to prove that vertically opposite angles are equal? We know earlier in lower classes, we know that vertically opposite angles, they are always equal. But how to prove? Right? What is its proof? So let's start with the proof. Prove that vertically opposite angles are always equal. Now it is very small question of 2 or 3 steps, right? Diagram is very important. So if we can draw the same diagram, so its solution, its proof is how to solve it, how to prove it. The proof is we can draw two intersecting lines, right? We can name them that this point is O here, one is A, one is B, right? We want to prove that this angle, we can now name for R names, that this angle 1 is equal to angle 2, right? Here AOC is equal to BOD. We want to prove here to prove, or in short form, I can write angle 1 is equal to angle 2. But I am denoting here AOC, or we can write AOC to prove AOC is equal to DOB. Right? Now, let this angle is angle 3. That is AOD angle is angle 3. So what I am writing here, I I am writing here angle AOC is equal to angle 1, angle AOD is angle 3, and angle BOD, and these three angles are sufficient to prove, and we will apply here the concept of linear pair of angles. We will apply the concept of linear pair of angle. Here I will start. AB is the line. AB is a line, and angle 3 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree, and we will name it as equation number 1. Beta, here AB is a line, and on this line these two angles, angle 2 and angle 3, they are linear pair of angle. So the sum of these two angles, angle 3 plus angle 2 is 180 degree. We will write down here the logic. This is the reason. Because of linear pair of angle. Linear pair of angles. Right? Their sum is 180 degree. Similarly, CD is a line. Similarly, CD is a line, and angle 1 plus angle 3 is also 180 degree. Same logic, that is because linear pair of angles. And we will name it as equation number 2. Now, from equation 1 and 2, from 1 and 2 we have 180. Right hand sides are equal, so left hand side must be equal. Therefore, we can write under 3 plus, so not, that is angle 3, not under, is equal to angle 1 plus angle 3. So angle 3 will cut both sides. So we have angle 2 is equal to angle 1. We have left with angle 2 is equal to angle 1. So this is all about the proof of the statement that vertically opposite angles are always equal, right? So dear students, this is very important one, very simple one, and I hope you understood it. Tomorrow again when I will start the lesson, I will revise it again. This is very important and very easy. Most of time 4 marks question. We are writing here that angle 2 and 3, they are linear pair of angle 180 degree. Similarly, CD is the line. These two angles are of 180 degree. Right? So 180 degree angle is the same. So 1 plus 3 and 2 plus 3, they are equal. So 3 and 3 cancelled on both sides. We have left with angle 1 is equal to angle 2, or angle AOC is equal to BOD. Right? So dear students, those who have not sent their attendance, they can send me their attendance, and you can go through the topic, next topic regarding the parallel lines and the transversal. When we have parallel lines, right, and the transversal, like in a book, we have 3 parallel lines, and let these lines are L, M and N, and one line P, the line which intersects these lines, this line P is called the transversal. The line P is called the transversal. Then we have the different pairs of angles. right? Angle 1, angle 2, right? Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, right? Angle 8, angle 7, so on. So tomorrow we will discuss with the alternate angles, corresponding angles, and the co-interior angles are called allied angles also. The angles on the same side of the transversal. If this angle is one angle x and this angle y, so x plus y is again 180 degrees. These angles are called allied angles. So with this, thank you very much. Work hard, and those students who got 20 out of 20 yesterday, I want to congratulate you. All the best. Keep rocking and keep scoring the good marks. Thank you very much. With this, I want to end the class.